Hey, Roly-Poly here. This is a lesson on good behavior. Around 2010, I walked through this very corridor, and a spider that was setting up a web was sitting in the middle of the corridor, precisely at eye level, and I only became aware of it sitting there, hanging there, when I was about 2 feet away, and it startled me. And I had a choice. I realized I had a choice. I felt the two paths enter my mind, and I realized I had both laying at my disposal. Choice number one was that I could take off my shoe and use it to move the spider gently, safely, to over there where it belonged, out of the way of humans, where it could, do its thing. And it wasn't even in my house, so I had almost no right to disturb it, And then there was choice number two, which was to kill the spider. And shoe in hand, that is the choice that I took. That is the choice that I made. 10 years later, I still remember doing it. I remember raising my hand back, and I remember striking it so hard that I remember doing it hard so I could guarantee that it died instantly, because I didn't want it to suffer. And yet, wanting it to not suffer, I chose to not put it away in the bushes. It's 10 years later, and I still think about it every time I go through this hallway. What's the lesson here? The lesson is that even though, 1, I broke no law, 2, nobody saw me, 3, I don't think there's even a spiritual, God is gonna punish you if you kill a spider type deal out there. So, even if you're a theist who has a religious belief, I think I might have been okay. But there was still someone watching who wasn't okay with what I did. It was me. It was me. I've never seen someone say this before. In fact, I almost never see advice like this given. All the advice out there is about finance or, health, relationships, how to better your career, whatever that might be, specialized advice. And almost none of it is moral advice. This is moral advice that you should pay attention to, because there's certainly 100% a bunch of memories that you have right now where this lesson applies. And there will be opportunities to make memories like the ones that I'm describing, where I did something that I regret doing, that I wish I'd done differently, that didn't hurt any other human, but nonetheless live with me, or live with you, if you, the main lesson, I'm gonna wrap it up. The main lesson is that you are always watching yourself. You see everything that you do, and everything you do has the potential to make a memory that's gonna last you until you're 80, 90, whatever, and you peace out, So be careful with what you do, even if nobody sees but you. Good night.